Oh my gosh. Hi, it's Jess Ideas. I feel almost anxious doing this because I haven't spoken to a camera like this in such a long time. Um, but I know I haven't really been filming YouTube videos, and at this point, my audience has really diversified. Like, a good amount of you have followed me since I was a very young teenager, and I was involved in all of these like collecting communities. Um, and then I know there's also a good amount of you that know me from my dating stories that I've shared from being involved in subtle Asian dating and subtle Asian life. So it's interesting how my YouTube has evolved over the years. I can't say that I'm coming back, but I thought that this would be a really exciting thing to share because I'm actually surprised it came in the mail. This is something that I wasn't sure if it would come to fruition or even if I would know if the project was completed, but it has, and it's arrived at my doorstep. So I'm gonna open this and tell all of you what this is about because I'm honestly shocked that I got this. So let me just rip this open first. Okay, I got this open. Here it is. It says, with gratitude from Apryl Williams. I will open this and show all of you what it is, and then I will explain why I'm so excited to receive this. I hate ripping the tissue paper because it's pretty, but I guess the sticker is really good quality. Okay, here we go. So this is a book, obviously. It's by Apryl Williams. It's her newly published book, Not My Type, Automating Sexual Racism in Online Dating. I am so excited to receive this because I didn't realize like it would get published, like and that I would know about it. So the reason I'm so excited about this is because I actually talked with Apryl a few times during the lockdown, and my interview with her is in this book somewhere. So I haven't read the book yet. Obviously, you all just saw me take it out of this box just now. But I'm receiving this copy, and it's exciting because like stuff that I've talked about with her is in this book somewhere. And what's interesting is that I didn't think that I would get to be a part of a project like this, but what happened was when the world shut down in March 2020, it was also when a lot of people were online and like commenting different things. I was also single at the time. For those of you that followed me from Subtle Asian Traits and Subtle Asian Dating, you know that not right before, but it was like the start of the new year, right before the new year of the lockdown. So right before 2020, I had broken up with my boyfriend at the time because he was actually someone else's boyfriend. And there was this whole like scandalous story about it. And I was back on the apps, just dating around, and I had posted some of my experiences, albeit more lighthearted experiences. I had only gone on like, multiple first dates, nothing super serious. But I was posting a lot of my experiences and also my personal opinions online. And Apryl had reached out to me in March of 2020 asking if I'd like to talk to her about some of these experiences. And then she reached out again in 2021 to interview me about, dating during the COVID lockdowns, because at that point I was dating my current partner. We've been together for over 4 years, and we actually run a dragon boat team together now. We have a lot of projects together actually, but people know us for running a dragon boat team together. I guess it's also quite unique for a couple to run a sports team or a sports club together. But anyways, so this is the book that I received by April. I think it's really cool. I have definitely shared some interesting insights with her. I remember some of the more, it's been years now, so I don't remember very clearly, but I remember some of the more interesting things I was sharing with her, like how Asian men are statistically like the least desirable demographic on these dating apps. And I spoke about how that's like stemming from a lot of like westernized ideals of misogyny, and also, you know, the emasculation of Asian men. And I was sharing with April that actually when I was, you know, going on these first dates and swiping through guys on these apps, I made it a case to myself that if it was an Asian guy, I would always swipe right, because that's like, you know, he's like someone in my community. And she found it really interesting when I told her that. She was kind of like, well, why did you feel that you needed to do that? And I was like, well, I also know, like, you know, there are a lot of Asian women that feel very strongly about how they would not date an Asian man, and that a lot of that stems from internalized racism and self-hatred. And I never wanted to, you know, be another contributing factor to that. So it's like, hey, like, whether or not our profiles align or whether or not we actually end up going on a date or anything works out, like, if you're an Asian guy, I'm gonna swipe right, even if you don't swipe right on me, or if you swipe left on me, or our conversation goes nowhere, but I'm gonna swipe right because there's nothing undesirable about you, with the fact that I just know what your appearance is, and your appearance is Asian. So I remember that's like something I shared with her. But I see actually on the front cover, she wrote me a note. I don't think it can focus very well. Sorry, the sun's going the other way. It says, Jessie, thanks for sharing your story with me. Your voice matters. Sincerely, Apryl Williams. This was really cool to be a part of. She was actually writing this in conjunction with her research at Harvard University. And now she's an appointed assistant professor at the University of Michigan in the Department of Communication and Media and Digital Studies Institute. And when she was putting together the research to write this book, she was a senior fellow in trustworthy AI at the Mozilla Foundation and a faculty associate at Harvard University's Berkman Klein Center for Internet and Society. So thank you, April, for finding me on the group and asking me to share my experiences. I can't wait to read this and see where I yeah, I thought that was cool. It's kind of like a time capsule item, like something I did years ago, and here it is. Cool. That's my video for today. I hope all of you enjoyed my little update, and maybe I'll be back soon. We'll see. To be determined.